two very big birds. And I'm not talking Sesame Street. Those are saddle-billed stork. And they can stand up to 5 feet in height. Plus, they're mates for life. So when they find a loved one, they'll stick to them. Aww. Now, out to the left, laying down, that's a black rhino. Now, it is amazing that we can see these animals due to the fact that there's only 5,000 of them left in the world due to heavy poaching for their horns by humans. Now, those guys can grow up to 3,000 pounds. But don't think that that weight slows them down. They are still able to run up to 35 miles per hour. Very light on their feet, they are capable of galloping. If you don't know what that means, it means that all 4 feet can be off the ground at one time. I swear, they are like oversized ninjas. They will sneak up on you. Don't let that weight fool you, folks. Now, out to the left, bongos, otherwise known as the ghosts of the forest. Now, the stripes on their coat make them almost invisible to the eye when they're hiding out in the trees during the day. So now you can all say you've seen a ghost. You're welcome. Now, the horns on their heads are very heavy and lean backwards. Helps them run through thick foliage without getting caught up. Now, I definitely don't want to get caught up in the forest. Let's head on out of here. Let's make our way down to the Sapi River, where the animals who call this area home like to spend their time either in the water or around the water. So that's where I recommend you keep your gaze. Now down by the river, we might be able to see some hippos, crocodiles. Ooh, and if we're really lucky, we'll even be able to see some ducks. Now, out to the right, I see a Nile hippo in the water, but look out to your left. It's a little bit of a better view. There's a bloat over here. Well, that's what you call a group of hippos, bloat. Makes sense. Now, Nile hippos like to spend up to 8 minutes at a time completely submerged in the water. Really helps regulate their body temperature. Now, at nighttime, they'll travel several miles out in search of fresh food. But once the sun comes up, it is right back to the water they go. Now, talking about the water, a lot of people think hippos swim through the water, but that's not actually the case. They are just walking along the bottom. They are very cute, but they are also very aggressive. You would not want to try to take a selfie with a hippo. Now, see those big white birds? Those are pink-backed pelican. Now, they'll get that name due to the pink spot they acquire during mating season. A lot of people think it's their feathers that are changing color. But that's not true. It's their skin on their backs and underneath their wings. Now, just around the river bend, awaits Nile crocodile. Now, these crocs can grow. Oh, please remain fully seated back there. Thank you. These crocs can grow 16 to 20 feet in length and can weigh up to 500 pounds. Now, during the day, they'll lounge about with their mouths open. Looks almost like they're smiling up at you. They're not smiling, just releasing built-up body heat. But once the jaws come clamping shut, they have a wicked bite. It can actually break through bones. So we're gonna keep going. I don't want to give those crocs any ideas. My friends, I'm ready to make my way out down to the savannah. It is a completely different ecosystem than anything we have seen thus far today. And the animals that live on the savannah really help shape the way it looks. Now, look out to your right-hand side. We're coming up on a pretty funny-looking tree. It's a baobab tree, otherwise known as the upside-down tree, due to the fact that it looks like the roots are sticking up from the top. Now, baobab trees are amazing. They can hold up to 2,000 gallons of water in their trunk during drought season, and they'll be leafless up to 9 months of the year. That's to help conserve water. Now, friends, look straight on out. I think this is the best view you're going to get on our safari today. Just look at the Serengeti grasslands. Breathtaking. Now, remember how I said the animals that live on the savannah shape its landscape? Well, this is what I mean. Elephants will come through, and they knock down a lot of trees. Then giraffes will come, and they'll prune the underside of the trees. And afterwards, antelope charge on through and mow the lawn, all coming together and working together. Now these tan animals out to the right-hand side are Patterson elands. They're females. You can tell by their size. See, males will grow up to 2,000 pounds. But don't think that that weight keeps them on the ground for long. They are still able to jump up to 8 feet in the air. Just remarkable. Now, out to the right-hand side, I see a tower of giraffes. That's what you call a group of them, a tower. Now, those are Maasai giraffe. You can tell due to their darker spot pattern. No two giraffes have the same spot pattern, just like how no two humans have the same fingerprints. Now, out to the left-hand side, hanging cool in the shade of the cave, are African wild dogs, otherwise known as the painted dogs, due to their unique spot pattern. Now, I know they look really cute, but they are impressive predators. They've got about a 90% accuracy rate when they hunt. They will hunt together as a pack, take turns chasing their prey into exhaustion, and then they all eat. That's why you do not want them as a household pet. Don't let that cuteness fool you. Now to the left, sable antelope. Now they are the symbol of the Harambe Wildlife Reserve, which was established in 1971. I know they look pretty cool, calm, and collected, but they are very territorial. You wouldn't want to get too close. Now, can anyone guess how long a giraffe sleeps for in a day? Shout it out, no wrong answers. 30 minutes. Yup. Giraffes only sleep up to a half hour in a day. They don't even do that in one follow swoop. They'll prefer to take power naps, 2 to 3 minutes at a time. Now, when a giraffe sleeps, it sleeps either standing up with its eyes open or sitting down. Now, you will very rarely ever catch a giraffe laying down due to fear of predators. And when they're not sleeping, they are eating, which makes sense. They have 4 stomachs. Sometimes I really relate to the giraffe. Now, watch those giraffe eat. Notice their tongue? It's a very strange color. It's kind of like a purplish gray. And the reason why it's that color is so it doesn't get sunburned. I know, you would think that your tongue could get sunburned, but I guess when you're that high up in the sky, it could happen. Now, out here to the right-hand side, this is a springbok. I like to call them little mini s'mores. Absolutely adorable. Now, they are small, but they are fully grown and can stand about 3 feet in height. That's pretty cool. When they're hanging out, those guys can jump up to 6 feet in the air. And they can actually get up to 13 feet when they're moving forward. Very springy. Now look up on the hill. See that animal with the very large horns? That is an Ankole cattle, otherwise known as the Watusi cattle, named after the tribe that first domesticated them. Now, show of hands. Who thinks that those horns are very light? Okay, who thinks they're really heavy? Alright, tricked some of you. Fun fact, they are very light. I know, weird. They're long. They grow about 5 to 6 feet in length, but they are made out of a honeycomb structure. Blood vessels run through the horns, and it really helps keep the cattle cool. They're literally walking around with giant AC units on their heads. So jealous of them sometimes. Now see those baby giraffes? Now a newborn giraffe can still stand 6 feet tall at birth. That is taller than me on a good day. And they will learn how to walk and run within the first hour of life. Man, giraffes are so cool. Now, I am seeing a lot of trees knocked down over here, which could mean a herd of elephants have come through. Now, let's go see if we can track down the herd today. And folks, look out to the right hand side. I see a beautiful African elephant. Now, you can tell that that's an African elephant due to the size and the shape of its ears. Now, that is most likely a male. The reason why I say that is just because it's by itself. See, males will get kicked out of the herd due to being a little too aggressive with the young ones. It's the females that do the booting out. But don't worry, males will go on and join bachelor groups, so Hakuna Matata. They're not alone for long. But if we see that male, it means the herd can't be too far away, so let's go see if we can track him down. We'll take the road up here to the right and... Wait, what? Oh, that's potentially problematic. Okay, looks like there's been a mudslide here. I guess we'll head up this way. No, I'm gonna be frank with you guys. I don't typically take this route, and well, it's a little bumpy, but it should be totally safe. Ish. This bridge looks a little fragile, but don't worry, you're with a professional. We'll get through this together. Just promise me you guys aren't gonna make any sudden movements. Alright, we're doing great. I think we can go the distance. And we made it. I knew we would. Well, let's go see if we can track down some more pachyderms. Oh, and it looks like we were on the right track. Seeing a lot of footprints on the ground. And check out those tusk marks. See, elephants will use their tusks to scrape out that red clay. They then eat it. Gives them extra vitamins and minerals in their diet. Now it's time for an elephant pop quiz. Hope you've all studied. Does anyone know what an elephant is afraid of? Mice is a good guess. Think smaller. I'll give you a hint. Bzz, bzz, bees. Buzz, buzz, bees. Very good, guys. Yeah, farmers in Kenya figured this out. Now, it was an incredible discovery. See, elephants migrate, and when they do, well, sometimes they come across a lot of crops farmers plant. Now, naturally, farmers are not too thrilled about this. So they've started establishing beehive fences. It's great because the farmers are able to keep their crops safe, are able to sell the honey from the bees, and the elephants are safe and sound. I consider that a win, win, and win. And it looks like we got another one under our belt. We found the herd. Now, don't worry, elephants are not dirty animals. Sand and mud you may find kicked up in their back is actually used as a natural sunscreen. See, elephants have really thin and sensitive skin, and they don't want to get sunburned just as much as you and I don't when we go to the beach. During the day, you may find elephants flapping their ears pretty rapidly. Now, it's not because they're excited. They actually have huge blood vessels that run through their ears. It really helps keep them cool on a hot day. So, you can say that their ears are really their biggest fans. But don't. Shh. Down here to the left, greater flamingo. Did you know that a group of them is called a flamboyance? Flamingos are not naturally pink. They're actually gray and fluffy. They'll get that pink color from their diet. They eat brine shrimp, which is beta carotene. I'm so happy they ate the shrimp though. They're so cute when they're pink. Typically will take about a year or two of life for them to really start establishing that color. Now friends, let's head deeper into the savannah. Let's see what else might be wandering about on this beautiful afternoon. Well, that's a bittersweet view. Looks like our wardens were able to stop some poachers before they were able to make off with their prize. See, poaching is a huge issue nowadays. Take these white rhinos out here to the left. They are poached heavily for their horns, and it makes no sense. See, a lot of countries think if you grind down a rhinoceros's horn, it'll have medicinal value. False. That has never been scientifically proven. See those horns? They're just made out of keratin, which is what our hair and fingernails are made out of. And if you wouldn't want to be poached for your fingernails and hair, don't you dare do it to the rhinos. They need those horns for everyday use. Now, the white rhinos are related to the black rhinos, but are much larger. Remember, black rhinos only grow up to about 3,000 pounds, whereas white rhinos, they can grow up to about 5,000 pounds. Now, they have terrible eyesight though. They will rely mostly just on their sense of smell and hearing when it comes to navigating. That's why if you ever see a rhino's ears facing towards you, you have its attention. Now, we are making our way into big cat country, so keep your eyes open, folks. You never know what you might be able to spot out here. Hint, hint, wink, wink. And I spot 2 cheetahs straight up on the hill, laying down. Now, cheetahs are remarkable. They can run up to 60 miles per hour within 3 seconds. Now, they can't hold that for long though, only a few hundred yards. Now that'll equate to about 45 seconds to a minute. And if the cheetahs don't catch their prey in that time, well, they're not eating till the next day. That's how exhausted they become. Now, it's pretty wild though. Cheetahs will hunt during the day, unlike their other big cat cousins, the lions, who are nocturnal and like to do their hunting at nighttime. Now it's the lionesses, which are the female lions who go out and hunt. They're the ones who bring home the bacon. Whereas the male lion, he likes to just hang out with the cubs, protect the pride. He is the best stay-at-home dad ever. Now, we are making our way around a Kobe Rock Formation, which is sometimes a great area to see lions. They like to spend their time over here because it gives them a great vantage point of all the other animals out on the savannah. But remember what I said, lions are nocturnal. I'm not seeing any around here right now, which probably means they're off taking a big cat nap somewhere. If I don't get a great view, I recommend you guys come and take one of our night safaris. Not only are lions very active at night, they can also be very vocal. And a lion's roar can be heard up to 5 miles away. Is it loud? Now, out to the left-hand side, laying down right near the tree and also hanging out in the burrow, look like furry logs, but they're not. They're warthogs. Now, warthogs are amazing at reusing and recycling old animals' burrows. And when they go into a burrow, they will back themselves up tushies first, have their sharp tusks out ready for any predators that might come along. Now, laying out here are some Bontebok. Now, my Bonta buddies almost were poached to extinction, with only about 17 of them left in the world. And thankfully, the farmers caught on to what was going on. They are now protecting the Bontebok on their land. Now, I spy with my little eye some eggs. Can anyone guess what kind of eggs those may be? Ostrich eggs, very good. Yep, laid by the largest bird in the world. Completely flightless though, but they only use their big wings for direction while they run. And man, can they run fast. About 40 to 50 miles per hour. Now, if you ever try to race an ostrich, I promise you, you'll lose. Don't bet money on that race. I am bringing us into a little quieter part of the reserve. This area is the Magadi Glen. Now, it is one of our newer additions, so it is always interesting to see what could be around here, especially this time of day. Alright, out to the right-hand side, down that dirt path. It's a little hard to see from this angle, but that is a scimitar horned oryx. Beautiful animal. They are used to a desert climate, so that white fur really helps reflect the sunlight. And they are also very smart. They've taught themselves not to start sweating until temperatures reach about 115 degrees outside. Now that's a trick I've got to teach myself. But friends, I have to say, we had an awesome safari. We were able to see some black and white rhinos, got to hang out with the Tower of Giraffes, found a herd of elephants, and even spent some time with some Bontebok. But I do want to end on a very important note here, so please listen up. It is our duty to protect and to respect the animals we share this planet with. Now, you can all become animal ambassadors today, and you might be thinking, Lauren, I'm one person. How on earth can I do that? Easy. Donate to the Disney Conservation Fund. Every dollar you donate, Disney will match. Now, that is great when it comes to rebuilding destroyed habitats, but it also helps keep some of those endangered animals from going extinct. Remember, folks, once an animal goes extinct, we cannot bring them back. This is not Jurassic Park. But looks like we have made it back safe and sound to the village. Now, friends, check your rows. Make sure you're not leaving anything behind.